Hello! Welcome to the official username podcast hosted by Leah. This is the second username podcast that I have hosted since the ASMP community's incredible Trevor Project donations stripped username of his rights and ownership of this podcast. And I'm so excited to have today's podcast with our guest, Ben Cactix.
Yeah.
Ben,
Yeah.
tell us why you're here.
Okay, so I'm here because I would like to get the rights for the username podcast from you. I'd like to make that a only get two hosts ever, because I would like to launch a new season of the username podcast. Now, let me explain a bit of my reasoning here before you jump down my throat and tell me it's a horrible idea. Um, so as we know, the holidays are coming up, and there was an event called Secret Santa going on. I, in fact, have
Great event.
Audrey's username, my uh, the Foul Beast. I have
Well,
him, and I thought it would be kind of cool to, give him the gift of his podcast, but give it a full relaunch, rebranding, make it spick and shine. Um,
hmm. Hmm.
uh, that's what I was thinking. But I understand that, not everything can work like that, so we have to find some sort of arrangement.
So, my first thought and response is like that's a thoughtful gift, like charitable even. Um, but it seems like a pretty unfortunate thing to do to the LGBT community and the
True,
Trevor Project
true.
to to go against their wishes like this.
It's true.
However, I do have to say that I have kind of not been on the ball in continuing the username podcast.
What if we have a licensing agreement? So you keep the rights.
Hmm. Okay, tell me more. How do you see that working?
Okay, so you have like final say, and you have like final cut on the username podcast. So you can control like the what finally gets like uploaded, but username can still have the rights to his podcast to record it. He's the host, but you're the producer. You get to choose the guests and stuff.
So I control usernames chaos,
Yes,
like Michael Jordan in the Windy City
yes, you're like controlling the chaos in the Windy
with
City. Yeah,
elemental
with
basketballs.
elemental basketballs in this sense, and I'm the basketball in this sense. Yeah.
Whoa. That is actually extremely compelling because it's almost like, you know, off the record here, but you are like quote unquote giving him this gift, but it's kind of the gift of work. I don't have to do the work. I get creative control. I still own the username podcast and we can make him do the work. So
Yeah,
it's an interesting arrangement, that's for sure.
it really is. So I'm also trying to think about how we would want to launch this. I think maybe what we could do, I was thinking of a few different ideas. Um,
Okay,
so
yeah.
obviously we give it to him for Secret Santa, but what if we record like a full like season before that and we upload it without his permit, like without him in it for like a while, so he has to wait a bit.
Oh,
So what if we go on like a
that's
world
huge.
tour interviewing different people for the username
I
podcast?
love that. I do think it's not. I think we have to. I've always been committed to keeping the username podcast brand,
Yeah, yeah.
which it's a special brand of humiliation, stupidity.
Idiocy, racism in effect.
I try not. I've let go of that part. But he'll surely bring it back. But
He surely
I
will.
do think we have to continue, you know, his legacy of chaos. in
Yeah.
the episodes we do.
Yeah, I agree.
So maybe let's come up with some. Who do you think we should interview? Let's do a little season teaser.
Okay, yeah. And I think what we can do, before we come up with some people, let's try to formulate this out. How about Secret Santa comes up this weekend. We will release this podcast with my gift. This podcast we're recording right now. Um, we will then follow it up with weekly releases for as many people as we interview, and then finally that will essentially segue into Username getting a licensing agreement for the rights back sometime in 2026.
Right.
I think that makes sense. We're giving Username the gift of content, um, and the gift of the Username podcast returning. That's like his branding. I also think it's good if we can I'm working on an uploading situation of where we're gonna upload this. These are gonna be like actually uploaded this time and have like actual visuals and stuff.
Okay, deal.
Yeah. I think this makes perfect sense. Yeah. So now we just need to figure out, we'll do weekly releases. Okay. First person I think we should interview is Username. Maybe not first, but we should interview Username and we should not tell him it's for this.
I love that.
We should just say we want to have a
That's great.
conversation with
That's
him and
great.
then record it.
He's a great idea for a guest, I feel like.
Yeah. I think Rosa would be good.
Ooh, great choice. Yes.
Um, I think Seb could be a good choice. I'm trying to think of people who haven't been on it before. Ooh, maybe Ali, because Ali's still going to be in office then. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, yeah, that's a great idea.
We
I
can do
think
any of the staff members, of course.
yeah. We've never had a cubic episode.
Oh, we haven't? Okay, we gotta get Cubic on there. Uh, I think we can just go down the list and start interviewing people, really. I think we just get we get some big dogs, we get some little dogs, we get all the
Hold on,
dogs.
Ben. My grocery deliverer is confused.
Okay, yeah. I, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh wait, if I swap you over, they can't hear me. Hmm. Can't bring my computer either. Okay, I am going to swap you over to my phone, record your audio through my computer, record my audio through the thing. Because wait, no, but if I swap over, then I can't hear your audio on here. Alas, we are in an impasse. So I forgot, I have my laundry running right now.
Ben, do you wanna end this? We both
Yeah.
do our little chores,
Yeah, that
and
makes
then
sense.
we can resume.
Yeah, I think maybe we just resume with our first guest. We can just
I think
make
that's
this.
that's a great idea. We'll
Yeah,
just
we just
roll right in.
resume. We just roll right into it. Yeah. So,
That's awesome.
username, you're
That's
welcome for
awesome.
your gift. Get ready to watch the first guest episode is live now on the YouTube. What
Happy
YouTube? I'm not
holidays,
sure. Happy
username.
holidays. Thanks. Here's your gift, buddy.